Hey guys, it's good to see you again. It's been 1 week since I've been kind of back on my grind. I just kind of want to run through this series of events with my hernia surgery, my recovery, and how I'm feeling now. So 14 weeks ago, I had my first hernia surgery. It was a bilateral femoral hernia repair. So on both sides, I had pretty small hernias and I went under, they put the mesh over it, and I was sent home that very day. After that surgery, I had a lot of pain and it lasted for weeks, like up to 6 weeks really. There was a day when I was looking at myself in the mirror, I saw my bulge again. So I decided I was gonna go get an ultrasound, see if the hernias were back, and try to figure out what steps to take. Sure enough, it did show that on both sides I still had a hernia. So I moved over to the East Coast. Originally I was in California, I'm now in Pennsylvania, and I was connected with the Columbian Presbyterian in New York, and that's where I ended up scheduling my second surgery, which was literally only 2 or 3 weeks ago. I'm already feeling incredible and I went through surgery. My scab literally just came off yesterday from where they cut into me, and so the progress has just been amazing. Kind of some things that I noticed with my training. One is that I'm really out of shape. I took 18 weeks almost completely off of physical activity. Normally, it only takes 2 to 4 weeks for you to lose your fitness. And so I definitely lost a lot. I'm noticing that my heart rate is like a lot higher. Even when I do like my warm up, my heart rate will already be up at like 150 beats per minute. And then when I go up into like my higher intensity stuff, which is still not even close to what I used to do, I'm almost at my max heart rate. I'm like all the way up at 188 to 195 beats per minute. It's been wild. I definitely just know that the more and more that I kind of pick at that and work at that, like I'm gonna get back into shape in no time. And so it'll be okay. 2 is that being athletic felt foreign. So the first time that I did my sprint drills and sprint warm up, I literally felt so uncoordinated, but I didn't allow myself any time to really think about it. I just kept kind of working at it, and honestly, by the end of the first warm-up that I did, I was kind of back under myself. My feet felt a lot more active, my core was there, my arms worked with my legs, and so it was really nice to just kind of see that neural adaptations do happen fast. So what happens with coordination specifically is that we have nerves that run from our brain to our muscles, and they are myelinated with fat. And so when we stop using nerves in, let's say like a particular way, like I stopped being twitchy for 18 weeks, right? Those nerves are going to kind of lose what their normal route is. They forget how to move as fast. Think about same thing as cardiovascular, right? Like you just lose your conditioning, the nerves do the same. And so you can get that back. We're, as humans, very neuroplastic. That means that our nerves can just change quite rapidly. And so luckily, those are the fastest changes to happen. And I felt that within one warm up, right? So it's only gonna get better as every day I keep pushing, every week I keep pushing. So if you are kind of feeling this like lack of coordination, don't be worried. It will come back. You just have to let your body kind of go through the process. Honestly, really excited to see kind of where I do progress, because I did end up feeling good kind of by the end of this week. Like I literally did bounds yesterday. I really haven't done bounds that much. And so it was like, it felt good. Like I was popping off the ground. Like I honestly did feel normal, maybe even a little bit better because my knee wasn't hurting. But yeah, I'm just quite excited. The third thing that I noticed is that my motivation right now is literally so high. And again, I've been away for 18 weeks. I've gone through 2 surgeries. So to be able just to like get back to normal feels so good. And to have like this date in mind where I want to achieve certain goals, like that is really motivating. I will say that the workouts are not as hard as what they will be and what they used to be. And so like being able to run and to do drills and to jump, like it's all fun right now. And it eventually will become like true hard work. And so I know that that motivation is going to kind of come down as my intensity in training increases. So I'll just need to be really mindful as I move forward, making sure that I'm just staying consistent, right? It's not about motivation. It's about being disciplined. If you're in a state right now where your motivation is really high, honestly, take advantage of it because you can get some really good stuff done. It's just like kind of that beginning of the year, January 1st, where like you just wrote down all your goals and you're excited. Take advantage of that. Like motivation is not a bad thing by any means. You just have to understand that like it kind of goes through this wave. And so when you're in those like bottom like lows of motivation, you just have to stay disciplined, stick to your guns, and the motivation will eventually come back. Honestly, I'm so encouraged by my first week of full training. I was in so much pain for that first like 3 to 6 weeks after my first surgery. And so for me to be like completely pain-free only like 2 to 3 weeks after my second surgery is crazy. I almost can't believe it. With that being said, if you're kind of getting into exercise after hernia surgery, right? Like everything is different, especially from person to person, but like literally from surgery to surgery, it's different. Last time it took me over 6 weeks to feel normal. This time it only took me 2 to 3 weeks. So my biggest piece of advice is just to listen to your body. If you start having pain, stop. If you have discomfort, see if you can work through it. If it turns to pain, stop, right? Give yourself the rest and recovery that you need. Okay, if you did do a workout and the next day you're feeling sore in that area where you had surgery, rest, use ice. Like ice really helps with inflammation, so use it. And whatever you do, just keep moving, okay? Don't let this set you back to the point where you become sedentary, you gain fat, you lose your muscle. Don't let that happen. You can keep moving. Walking is the best form of movement that you can do. Stretching is great. Walking is great, jogging is great, biking, okay? All of these things do, as long as your body feels comfortable. It was really good to see you guys again, and I hope that you can continue on your journey and that you enjoy watching me go through mine. I'm really excited to see where this goes. I'll see you guys next time.